Hey, you guys. This is What's Good for American-Born Chinese. This show debuted on Disney Plus on May 24th, 2023, and all 8 episodes are available to watch, so you don't have to wait weekly. You can watch it all at once if you want. There's no waiting whatsoever. So, essentially what this show is about, though, is you have this, it's sort of this coming-of-age story. You have this high schooler, Jin, who is, at least in my eyes, like trying to find himself, trying to find kind of where he belongs. And with that, he is kind of sucked in to, resolving this conflict, I would say, between these like Chinese mythical gods. And so you have this aspect of real life, common, occurrences that happen in our lives. And then you have this kind of fantasy element to it. I think the fantasy element gives it a little lightheartedness, but I think you get a little bit more in regards to how these characters are fleshed out. What do they maybe get from these lores? And, how, I would say, does this kind of, how do these gods, affect everyone within the real world? And so, it knows how to balance its comedy with its drama, and knows when to have these serious moments, because there are times where I think a lot of people can get something out of this. There are things that I think in our day-to-day lives people can be like, yes, I can start doing that, or this is something I should do, just in general, because I do think there are a lot of lessons in here that people can get, not even just from I would say, high school perspective, because I do think this can range from high schoolers, kids in school can watch this, to adults can watch this. You have people facing real problems at different stages, and I think it's interesting to see these conversations and have them really fleshed out. I am going to link an article down below. So this is also based on a graphic novel by the same name. The novel is definitely, I think, a little bit different than the show. So this is just from the perspective of the show. I'm not going to talk about the differences in regards to the novel. But the article that I am going to post talks about the creator and kind of his inspiration for creating this story, and what he kind of wanted when it comes to this show. And as he talks about, there are things where you have these stereotypes, you maybe have these assumptions, and that was something that I think sometimes, especially if you look at maybe older sitcoms, and as we've continued to progress, I think that is a fear. How will people be portrayed, especially when you, at a certain point in time, this is the perception, this is how people, a particular group is seen. And so kind of shaping a story, what can be influenced by that, he talks a little bit about that, and his own experience as well. And so, if you're interested, I would definitely recommend giving that a read. But if this is something where you just weren't sure what to expect from the show, it was one I was going to watch either way because it has a lot of a lot of actors and actresses that I'm really interested in. So I was gonna watch it either way. But I think a lot of people should give it a watch, give it a go. I think some like a lot of people can get something out of this. It's also just very entertaining. So if you have watched it, feel free to leave your thoughts down below, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye.